What's going on, guys? 24/7 Tech here, and the XPS 13 2-in-1 and the base MacBook Pro 2019 are awesome laptops. But since you can only buy one of them because they're upwards of $1,400, which one should your money go to? Because I know a lot of people are stumbling upon this question, and I decided to make a video on it because it's really interesting comparing both of these really nice premium computers. And let's see who wins this comparison out.
As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to watch some more awesome tech videos in the future.
As I said in the clip before, guys, take 1 second out of this video, subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a difference. So what are some advantages that you get with the XPS 13 2-in-1? First of all, these are rocking the 10th generation quad-core CPUs comparing to the 8th generation that the MacBook Pro offers. These are much better in battery life, performance, and the ironic part is that the XPS 13 is actually $100 cheaper than the MacBook Pro as well. So you're getting a sort of newer processor for a cheaper price. Next one is, you can see right there, the slim bezels on that screen are really nice. The bezels are literally close to nothing. And about the screen, there's a 4K option. If you're all about the 4K, you want the screen, you need the screen for the better, resolution. There's an option, but warning, the battery life is about 5 to 6 hours, and it's really bad for an ultra portable. Just keep that in mind. The maglev keyboard is also something that I like, since it's a blend between the Apple's scissors and butterfly keyboard. So it really makes a nice blend between those two, because I like the butterfly for how thin it is and the scissors for its feel. The maglev is in between both of them. The 2-in-1 design and the touchscreen is something that you'll be missing with the MacBook Pro as well, and that's something you'll see with the XPS 13 2-in-1. So there are a couple of similarities that you should keep in mind between both of these computers. First of all, the 16:10 aspect ratio is something that the XPS lineup this is the first time I've seen that in the XPS 13 lineup. I really like it because, as you can see right there, the MacBook Pro 16:10 aspect ratio really looks nice for content, for media consumption, stuff like that. And the XPS 13 2-in-1, as you can see right there, is also adopting that same 2-in-1 aspect ratio. And both these are quad-core CPUs. None of them are dual-core or hecta-core. They're both quad-core CPUs. The performance, you won't be really going wrong with any of these, but there is one model that has better performance, and I'll talk about that upcoming shortly right now. So the base 2019 MacBook Pro also has a couple of tricks up its sleeve as well. First of all, the better GPU I forgot to talk about. The Iris Plus 645 is standard on the MacBook Pros, while on the XPS it's an option, of course, but you have to upgrade to a $1,700 configuration to get that, which Apple doesn't do, and you can get that with the base $1,299 version with the MacBook Pro. So if graphics, video editing is for you, the MacBook Pro is a much better buy. The processors are better since macOS supports the Intel chips better, because macOS is a much lighter software. So as you can see in the Geekbench scores, the MacBook Pros, even though they're still rocking the 8th gen chips, are getting 18,000 in the multi-core scores, whereas the Windows competitors are using the same chips like the Surface Book 2 are only getting 14,000. It's that the macOS really supports the Intel chips really well. Touch bar and Touch ID is something you should keep in mind. Hate it or love it, the touch bar is something that you should be talking about, and I really like it compared to function keys since it adapts to my workflow. Color options are also standard. Silver and space gray you can find on any one of these configurations, whereas the XPS 13 you gotta upgrade a little higher to get to the white frost finish. The display as well is better. It has 500 nits of brightness, P3 wide color gamut, and a much better resolution than the XPS. XPS is rocking a 1920 by 1200 panel, while the MacBook Pros are rocking a 2560 by 1600 display. And last but not least, the bigger and better trackpad. Like, Apple makes the best trackpads in the game, and now with the MacBook Pro lineup, they're huge. So literally, the trackpad is one of the best things I've ever used, and I don't even use a mouse with my MacBook because that's how good the trackpads are. So overall, what are my impressions on this whole thing? I think the MacBook Pro wins it out, especially since for college students, back to school, or just a normal person, its raw power and better feature set are much more important, I want to say, than a 2-in-1 display and like a slimmer bezel stuff. While the actual productivity of a laptop, the MacBook Pro is much better because of power, the feature set, touch bar adapts to your workflow. It makes your workflow and makes everything faster, in my opinion. And the MacBook Pro does a lot of things better as well, since processing, display, graphics, everything sort of comes together on the MacBook Pro, and it's a much well-rounded device. Now the Dell, however, is still a force to be reckoned with because it has sleeker bezels, a much more futuristic and better, more durable keyboard than the MacBook Pro. And it does have a 2-in-1 capability, so if you're more about the 2-in-1, you like taking notes on a tablet or something, the 2-in-1 XPS 13 would be the buy for you. But in my opinion, for most people, for most college student or anybody, the XPS 13 isn't the buy. The MacBook Pro, the base MacBook Pro 2019, even if it's $100 more, is worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe down below. Every subscriber makes a difference, and we need all the help we can get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.